Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. Sometimes a spirit will drop by, maybe a bottle of wine. We are all friends in fermentation, after all. We read the label, we take a look at the artwork, we see what they're trying to sell us, we crack it open, and see if it meets expectations. All right, what do we have here today? From Southern Tier Brewing Company. This is their 2X IPA, a double IPA. 2X IPA. All right. It is bold, fruity, floral, hop flavor. It is bold, dynamic, extraordinary. The 2X factor. 8.2% alcohol by volume, 19.2 fluid ounces. It doesn't give us the milliliters. What do we got here? 8.2% alcohol by volume, 1 pint something. Government warning that if I should not be working in heavy machinery, and I also shouldn't be pregnant. Don't have to worry about either one of those. Brewed by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York, USA. All right, well, we've got us an ale here, that's for sure. A double IPA. Well, they don't tell us what type of hops are in here or anything else about it. It looks very green, very floral, of course. All right, what am I expecting? A double IPA. IPA probably is got a lot of if it's Citra, it's lemon. If it's Cascade, it's probably grapefruit. Some of the others have their own identifying marks, so it'll be interesting to see what type of hops they used, especially since they've doubled it. It doesn't say whether it's dry hopped or whether it's any other. It's just double IPA, 2X. Well, I'll let the folks explain a little bit more from the website down in the description box. So what am I expecting? Well, oh boy, is it going to be a clear IPA or is it going to be a cloudy IPA? The styles right now are cloudy, so I'm looking for a cloudy, milkshakey type of very hoppy aromatics and probably a lot of hops in the body as well, and the flavor. A full-bodied beer at 8.2%, so it's going to be a hefty beer, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Well, let's crack this open and see if it meets expectations. We've cracked open a couple of other of the Southern Tiers. If the processing has been done, there'll be a link right up there directing you to the playlist. All right. You'll notice we always use the same style of glassware because that way none of the products we taste has an up as far as clarity or aromatics. Here we go. Oh, a clear one. My word. Well, I'm already impressed. That's to start with. There we go. Look at that. Oh, we got a beautiful, wow, look at the carbonation on that. Woo-wee. That is beautiful. Wow. Well, all beer should be served at the correct temperature. Ales around 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lagers around 37 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. What I do is I have a lollipop thermopen. The folks at ThermoWorks sent it to me. There is a link if you want more information down in the comments box below. Well, this is an ale, so it should be around 50 to 55. Let's see. Well, this has been in the icebox, or refrigerator as they call them these days, 46.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 46.5. So it's a little cool for an ale, but that just means I have to let the flavors develop a little bit more than they usually would. All right, here we go. Most folks, what they do when they do a tasting is they take a look at it, they sniff, they sip, and then they tell you what they think. Well, what I do is I take a look, I sip first, then sniff. Why? Because sometimes the olfactory nerves can cheat the taste buds into thinking that something is coming that isn't. I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you right up there. All right, well, it certainly looks like an ale, and there's no problem about that. The head is nicely made. 2 fingers worth there. That's a good pour. Plenty carbonation, as you saw earlier. All right, well, we'll have the first swig. Cheers. That's right. I took 2 sips. The first sip is an acclimation sip. The poor taste buds, they don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden they get hit with a splash of something cold and weird tasting. Whoa, what happened, Dad? So you take the second sip. Give them time to think about it. Good 5 seconds anyway. And then they say, tell me what they think. What they think about this. This is an excellent IPA. There's no doubt about that. The hops are definitely on top of the game. The malt is big enough. The body is big enough to support a pretty intense hop flavor, and it echoes. It keeps echoing. There's a good finish to this that keeps going. The sweetness in the body of the beer allows those hops to hang out for a little bit longer than they really should, which is quite nice actually. Keeps you company. All right, first nosedive. Well, there they are. There is a raft of clover type, very fresh, new mown hay type of aroma on that. The malt is a toasted malt. But it does slide into the definite I wouldn't say high-end sweetness, but it's definitely a kiss of the maltose, that's for sure. Nosedive again. Yeah, definitely new mown hay and a little spice to it. Sip. Yep, that ties it together. The aromatics and the flavor hops, slightly different, but they certainly are in concert. So they put the hops together on this one very well. I've got to say that is impressive. Okay, does Southern Tier Brewing Company 2X IPA meet expectations? It certainly does. If you enjoyed this program, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. Thumbs up would be great, and a comment would be really appreciated. I'm the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.